Hey everyone. Imagine getting paid $10 every time a gaming company chose to make money now instead of thinking 4 years ahead. Yeah, by this point, we'd all be millionaires. Corporate greed is absolute the bane of the gaming industry. And honestly, if things don't change soon, it's going to be its downfall. Companies are obsessed with cutting costs, cutting corners, and pandering to people who were never going to buy their games in the first place. That's why players look at studios like EA or Ubisoft, and just roll their eyes because we've seen this story before, and we know how it ends. I mean, seriously, how many companies have to crash and burn before they finally get the message? So far, there's no end in sight. It's just the same vicious cycle on repeat. Dissolve a dev team, hire a new one, burn them out, and repeat over and over. And here's the thing: the developers aren't the problem. Most of them are passionate, talented people who love making games. The real problem is the greedy shareholders and executives who treat games like disposable content, factories instead of creative work. And in the process, they're not just destroying companies, they're destroying trust, they're destroying reputations, and honestly, they're destroying the soul of what makes games special in the first place. The scary part? It isn't slowing down, it's accelerating. Layoffs, broken promises, studios getting gutted just months after a successful release. It doesn't have to be this way. But until the people at the top start caring about games again, and not just the money they bring in, this industry is going to keep bleeding. And I don't know how much longer it can survive like that. We're already seeing the consequences. Franchises that once defined gaming are now treated like seasonal content drops. Passion projects are smothered under the weight of deadlines and investor expectations. Games launch half finished, then spend the next year fixing problems that should have never shipped in the first place. And we're supposed to just be okay with that? Buy the deluxe edition, pre order the season pass, and wait patiently for patches that make the game playable? Meanwhile, the people who made the game are either laid off or shoved into a new project with zero breathing room. It's no wonder players are burnt out. It's no wonder trust in big studios is at an all time low. And it's no wonder more and more gamers are turning to indie devs, because at least they still seem to care. But let's be clear, this isn't a rant against success. There's nothing wrong with making money. But there is something wrong when profit becomes more important than people. When art takes a backseat to analytics. And when the creative process is treated like a speedrun to shareholder returns. The irony? Some of the most beloved profitable games of all time came from teams that were given time, freedom, and support, not crunch, cuts, and chaos. So yeah, the writing's on the wall. The system is broken. And unless the people in power start actually listening to developers, to players, to the actual community, we're going to keep watching this industry eat itself from the inside out. The question isn't if another great studio will fall, it's when. And who's next? And with that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.